Hello, welcome to Stretford End United. United 2, Brighton 0. Massive 3 points for United, and it is a massive 3 points. I thought the first half tonight was absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. It was like watching a pre-season friendly. I don't know what was going on inside these players' heads in the first half, but the United just didn't turn up at all in the first half. Did nothing. I thought Brighton were by far the better team in the first half. We allowed them to have plenty of the ball. We allowed them to drive forward and create chances. And I thought we were really lucky to go in at half time at 0-0. David De Gea, he's had to make an outstanding save in the first half tonight to keep us in this game. I actually think at the moment David De Gea is the only player at the football club who's actually playing for this, who's playing for the badge. And I think there's a lot of players who need to look at themselves, and they need to look at the performances that they're putting in on the pitch for United, because it's simply not good enough. And I was sitting there at half time thinking, can this performance really get any worse? But the performance in the second half, it was like watching a completely different Manchester United team. The mindset looked a lot different. We played some really good football in the second half. I'm not going to sit here and say the performance was outstanding, because I don't think it particularly was. Could have been a lot better. It still took us until stoppage time in the second half to go and score that second goal. Considering Brighton had the player sent off in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And the last 10-15 minutes of that game, they started getting back into the game. And I was thinking, is this again going to be one of those games where we score and then we allow a team to get back into the game? Luckily, that didn't happen. There were some good performances from a few players in the second half. I thought Ronaldo was one of the standout players in the second half. He scored a fantastic goal. Could have had a hat-trick tonight. He missed a few chances. On another night, he probably would have scored a hat-trick. I thought Bruno Fernandes in the second half played really well. Paul Pogba, when he came on, he looked really, really sharp. And this is something I don't get with Ralph Rangnick's team selection, is that he's leaving players out like Paul Pogba. He's made a few changes tonight. He's left Marcus Rashford out and Paul Pogba out. You can get why he's left Marcus Rashford out, because I think we'd all agree Marcus Rashford's performances over the last couple of weeks haven't been fantastic. And Anthony, I've said it before, Anthony Elanga, I think he's got the right attitude, and I think he deserves to play in this United team. But when Ralph Rangnick, he's not dropping players like he should be dropping players who shouldn't be getting into the first team because they're not good enough. Fred, he's been out of the first team because he got tested positive with COVID, but yet when he's fit and available to play, he's been put straight back into this Manchester United team. I really don't get that at all. We've seen the reaction when he came off tonight. We've seen how relieved and happy that United fans were seeing Fred come off. What does that say you? What does that tell you about our player when the fans are happy to see a player like Fred come off the pitch? It's not good. It's not good at all. No, Fred is. I said it before. Fred is a liability. Him and Scott McTominay in that midfield position just doesn't work at all. Just doesn't work. I don't understand why he's dropped Paul Pogba and he's putting Fred. It just doesn't add up to me. Just doesn't add up. But going back, I'm pleased that we got the 3 points. It's a massive 3 points. It takes us back into the top four. But the performances, they need to be a lot better. We've seen it over the last couple of weeks where we've played really well in the first half, scored first, and then we've dropped off in the second half. Tonight's performance was completely the other way around. We were shocking in the first half, better in the second half, but the performance overall in 90 minutes, it definitely needs to improve, because when we come up against better teams, we'll end up going in at half time 3 or 4-0 down. We'll end up getting a hammering off the team. We are trying to. This football club is meant to be making progress. And when you're beating, and when you're not really seeing that on the pitch as a fan, it is really disappointing. I'm not the biggest fan in the world. I don't claim to be the biggest fan in the world. I know people that go to Old Trafford every week. I know people that go to away games. I generally watch most of the United games on TV, like some other United fans. But it still doesn't make me, I still get disappointed when I see these United performances. It needs to be a lot better. We got Leeds United on Sunday. I don't know what Rannick's got to do with this team. Some kind of wake up call, but it's been over the last couple of weeks, and after watching that first half, it is really, really concerning. It's concerning with the way this football club is going. So let me know what you think about the game tonight. Leave your comments in the comment box below. I'd be really interested to hear if you've been to Old Trafford tonight. Let me know what you thought about the game as a whole. Smash a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel on the bottom right hand corner if you're new to the channel. Please also remember to subscribe to our Stretford End United Facebook group. We've got some fantastic content on there provided every day. I've left the comments. I've left the link in the description. I'll be back on Sunday for the match reaction against Leeds. Let's hope we're talking about a positive results. Hopefully we can score a few more goals as well. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care, and I will speak to you soon.